Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday, Conversations with Jen and Mal. Welcome to 11:11 Conversations with Jen and Mal.
Wisdom Wednesday.
Wisdom Wednesday, yes.
Let's give
some time. We are a few minutes after the hour.
How are you feeling?
Working. Let's see, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for?
What am I grateful for? I am so grateful for this house. I'm grateful that we have the space. I always, when I was younger, always dreamed of just having a big space. So I'm very grateful for the space that we have.
Yes. Good morning, Allie. Good morning.
What are you grateful for?
I am grateful for our home as well. Yes, and I'm grateful that I'm grateful for myself because we got this home. We never gave up, right?
Never give up.
And
continue.
There was a time where I thought I was going to lose it, and I fought for it. And
yes, you did.
I fought. I stayed up many nights. I cried many mornings to not lose it, and I'm very grateful for that.
I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful that I was wrong. It's interesting how perspectives, right? I remember when she was trying to hold on to the house and fighting for it, right? And I would only see the stress and the suffering behind it and the frustration. And I would want to, I just said, just forget it. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's just not worth the anxiety and the stress.
Good morning, Instagram. I don't know why I'm doing it wrong every time.
I don't know. So to see her fight, it's kind of like what we've learned through what we talk about in the show is to never give up, right? She had this like, no, I'm going to win. I'm going to win the house. I'm going to get it back. And she did. And I was completely, utterly, and absolutely wrong. And because I didn't want her to suffer, I was like, let it go, right? Because I felt like she was doing this, but she was doing it this, so we could have that. So it was a different battle that you were taking on, and I'm glad that I was wrong. I am glad.
Well, thank you, baby. It's very courageous of you to admit that, and that makes me also respect you more and love you more and be more grateful for you.
Oh, absolutely. I look at this house, I was like, wow, man. Woo!
Where would we be right now?
I know, because of the pandemic and everything. It's like, what could have happened if we hadn't had this house?
So we are grateful, and Wisdom Wednesday. It says Truth Tuesday still.
Oh my goodness! You know what? I did forget to put the graphic.
Yes, we're gonna be doing that.
Watch,
we're a little, discombobulated.
Watch it happen. So we just had an audition that we had put in before.
There we go, Wisdom Wednesday. So we're a little late because
of that. Whenever
we're a little late, just so you know, 11:11 Familia, it's because we are working.
Yes.
And that is a good thing. It is a really good thing in order for us to continue providing you this free hour of power. We definitely need to work and make it happen in other ways so that we're able to do this and provide, just more power, more love, more knowledge, the knowledge that we're learning, the mindset work that we're doing. And we just want to provide that service for you guys always as a gift of community. It's a community service.
Absolutely.
That we want to continue to give.
Right. And we actually stopped in the middle of the audition to come here, and then we'll have to finish some of it later. But I also have to leave. I have a rehearsal for a movie that I start shooting next week. So there's a rehearsal.
Yes.
I'm playing a baker, so I got to learn how to bake the dish that
That's awesome.
I'm having to do.
One of the questions that we had in the audition was, what do you guys bake stuff together? And the kids do, and I've done as well. And he's like, I stay out of the kitchen. But now, baby, you're going to be the baker. I got to go into the kitchen. You're going to be the baker of the house. Let's go.
I gotta learn how to make a shalat, which is a Jewish bread. I looked up what it was and how they make it, how they cut it up in pieces.
Look. So you'll have to make it for us, and then you can try it and.
But I'm going to a baker, so the good news is I might be able to bring some goodies back to the house.
Ooh.
That's my homage to Jim Carrey.
That's funny.
So yes, as you can tell, we're sharing.
We love.
Yes, I'm sorry. The shala was something. Yes, halal. See, I even got that wrong. But no, why do they spell it CHALLA? That's how they have it on the script. Is it wrong? Because I looked it up on YouTube and it came up as the CHALLA.
Oh, interesting. All righty. Well, let's get to our fairy cards. Last night. Yes, we're not going to get too much into politics, but it's really inspiring to see so many people go out and vote. And really share their voice. And that is really inspiring. And no matter what candidate wins, which one, it's about all of us participating in our future.
Well, that's really the beauty of living in a free country.
And giving and being able to voice our opinion and voice our what we prefer. But
in all fairness also, that if you do have a feeling and you want to share it, then we can talk about it, because also getting it out is also going to help you. So if there's a way that we can serve you in some way right now on how we're dealing with it, we're watching it. I'm in tune with it. I also know how grateful I am to live in this country, that we live in this democracy, that we have the right to vote, that we have a right of speech.
Exactly.
So I look at it as how blessed
we are. It's a gift. It's a gift, and it's a privilege to be able to vote. And with that, we need to. I posted yesterday this really beautiful picture that I saw. I don't know if you saw it, with the trees intertwining and making a heart. And it's just a beautiful thing, because when you see nature, and I said, nature is our most obvious teacher. If we just take a look at nature and really observe it, everything grows together, every kind of plant, and it's just an incredible thing. And the intertwining of the leaves and the trees and stuff.
So I just want to get for some reason the messages
Patricia Gilbert,
Power Love Hour. Yes. I love it.
Like Hanukkah, I love it, but pronounced halal. All right, Pamela and Raul and Patricia Alvarado Gilbert.
Hola. Thank you so much, guys, for that.
Yes. And then Glenn Larry in the house.
Halal.
So
beautiful. That's really good to know, guys. Thank you. So it is spelled the way I put it in.
Halal.
Okay, got it.
But it's pronounced. It's spelled shalal, but it's pronounced halal. Oh, so the CH is an H.
That is Hebrew. So good. Thank you so much. So like I'll be calling you, Allison. I will be calling you, because I'm going to need some
coaching.
Some coaching, actually. So I will call you. I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's a Catholic guy who's being looked by who's being he's hiding at this place, and then there's it's a Hebrew. It's so there's questions I have. So I'm Catholic, but I'm getting sanctuary at a Hebrew house, and I'm having to learn a lot of things about that religion.
Got it. Because you are an illegal, correct?
I'm not an illegal, but there's some paperwork that has been not done right. So ICE is looking for me. So
So they're hiding you and they're helping you out.
Exactly.
And in the meantime, you're learning about their culture.
Exactly.
And it's a beautiful thing, right?
Exactly.
So it's about helping one another. It's about community. And it's about, it's an incredibly powerful story about immigration and how families have been separated. And, you know, and I'm part of that plight, right?
Yes.
So
I definitely have some questions, and I'll be calling you. Movie starts next week. Today is my first day of rehearsal.
Yay!
So I just really started getting into the mode. I read the script yesterday and sort of looked some stuff up, but I definitely have some questions.
Okay, awesome. So, alrighty, well then let's get this show on the road. I love. We're just waiting for people to log on. I'm growing together. Yes, we're growing together. As I was saying, nature. If you see my Instagram and Facebook post from yesterday, that's my way of expressing my voice. It's just about oneness. It doesn't matter who you're voting for, what your beliefs are. We are all human beings, and it's okay to learn how to live together in this world. Yay! So Natalie says, "Yay! Congratulations, Mal. Thank you.
Thank you."
So it's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing.
So he's going to be learning how to bake. Woo!
I can cook, ladies and gentlemen. It's just she doesn't like some of my cooking.
No. You can cook you can make. It's really, there's no cooking to it.
There's no cooking to it.
There's no cooking to it. But he can make a real mean tuna melt. Yum, yum. That is what he makes. Actually, you haven't made one of those in a while. And you just bought sourdough. So guess what you're doing when you come back?
Maybe.
All right, here.
All right, here we go.
Okay, let's go.
Here we go, ladies and gents.
Happily ever after. Happily ever after.
Oh my God, that card is it's so perfect for what's happening right now. Everybody's waiting for the happily ever after.
Exactly. And look, and if you go to my Instagram and you see my post and on Facebook, the picture is exactly this, but it's a heart and it's two trees that meet and intertwine, and you see the roots, and it's just everybody's, the nature is such a beautiful reminder of the uniqueness of everyone is a gift, and all of us working together, we are stronger, and we make a beautiful medley of human beings.
Do you think the mosquitoes that keep biting us are a gift?
Well, they are telling us how delicious we are. That's for sure.
We're like mosquitoes.
All righty, let's go.
Absolutely. Everyone wants happily ever after. Ever after.
Yep.
Journey over.
That's right. These angel cards are scary on point.
Yes,
totally. They really
totally
are.
It's like we're waiting for the ever after. Happily ever after.
Yes.
Okay, so.
No, you pick it.
I pick it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
All right, here we go, ladies and gents. And
concentrate. Take a deep breath.
I don't know if I'm breathing for the card or
I did not ring the bell. We've all gotten into our magical elevator and we've gone up to the magical 11th floor of the universe to raise our vibration and raise our frequency together.
Here we go. Let's.
What?
Romance.
Wow. Happily ever after and romance.
Happily ever after and romance. What do you think about happily ever after? Does that exist? What do we think?
It's an everyday thing. It's a state of mind. And I truly believe that happily ever after is an everyday renewal of your day. And sometimes even hour to hour, because you get to create either an awesome future, even if it's in an hour. If you visualize it in that way where you're so present in the moment, you can manage all of the stuff that comes your way. you know?
Yeah, but my sort of view on happily ever after, I think, is that we're raised with certain stories.
Oh, okay. So you're going to the romance.
Yeah, I'm going to the. I think well, it's the romance and the happily ever
Yeah,
after.
let's
right?
go. Let's read it. Let's read it. Let's see what they say. Where are the little books? Oh, here they are.
I think that we grow up with stories, so that there's this certain belief system that we grow up with, and then things don't become what we think they should be.
Well, because there's a blueprint that we grow up with, right? Buenos días,
Ana María Samara Blanca.
España ha llegado.
España, pesetas.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see what it
Vamos
says.
a ver. Happily ever after. Happily ever after. A happy outcome is assured. Release any anxiety and feel secure that everything is resolved in the end. This is a reassuring card signaling that the movie you are currently starring in has a very happy ending. That is your life, right?
I love it.
We all are the leads of our own life. So we get to write our story. We get to direct our story, and we get to produce and design our story.
Absolutely.
So situations that appear sticky are miraculously resolved. Misunderstandings are forgiven. Mistakes are forgotten. You are urged to stop worrying about the future. Oh, this is so beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Right?
It's a beautiful card for right now.
Yes,
it really
it's
is.
perfect for right
now.
now.
So perfect for what's happening.
You are urged to stop worrying about the future, as your fears could be self-fulfilling in a negative way. You could literally sabotage heaven's happy plan for you if your worries are excessive. So go outside in nature. Hello. And ask for the fairies to help you rejoice in the perfection of creation.
Happily
ever after. In the perfection of creation. I mean, exactly. Nature is the perfection of creation, right? Your joy renews your faith and ensures the happy outcome that is in store for you. And the affirmation is everything is in divine and perfect order right now. Everything is in divine and perfect order right now. Can I get an amen on a Wednesday?
Amen.
Let's go.
Amen.
Yes, everything is in divine, perfect order right now. Just look out into nature. When you're not feeling like it is, just take a walk and really observe nature, observe the birds, observe even the little critters that are crawling, you know. And have you ever like really observed little ants when they're going and they're picking like this big piece of leaf, and they take it and they're taking and they're going and they're taking it, like when you've actually really observed it in nature, and it's like unbelievable. They're just so direct. They're so in it. You know, I've never seen an insect go, I don't know if I want to pick that up or stop in the middle. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Only a dog. Or maybe a cat.
Only a dog. Hello, David Fernandez. Yes. Ali says, yay, romance. Even if you have a romance, you should renew your appreciation for each other. Absolutely. And I think we just did that earlier, right now when the show started, because we were putting ourselves on tape, and it could get a little stressful, like, no, let's do it here, no, let's do it there, no, let's do it, but this is what they're asking for. And then, because every single one is so different, every single audition and self tape instruction,
and they're
so
being very
different,
specific,
super specific,
very, very
that we're
specific.
like,
which is good, which is
it
really,
is
really
great.
good. Well, at least we know what they're asking. Sometimes that's what actors wish. We wish what we knew exactly what they wanted. Right.
So
it's a good thing.
It is a blessing.
Pam is saying, don't mess with my pets. I believe in happily after. I've thrown out all the stories I grew up with. I'm old, so I've had the time to do that. I write my own story. Pammy says, I love David Fernandez Jr. Yeah.
I love it. We are family, 1111 familia. I love that we get together every day, and I can't say it enough.
And talking just a little bit, speaking about the
What, baby?
the voting, that last night was very interesting, right? Because I had said, don't let your anxiousness and stuff. And all of a sudden, at one point, I was watching. I'm getting nervous here. I started and then I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I told him in the 11, and I went into my own mind, like, okay, don't let it take over, because I had just been outside working out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I was working out, so I was in that state, right? And all of a sudden, I come in and I start watching, and all of a sudden, my state started changing. Like, yeah, I could feel my body like, oh no.
Yeah.
So it's so interesting how that can happen
in a second. And then, one of the things that because we're part of different chats, our family, his family, and at the end of the day, we are winning as a family, no matter what, no matter who is president, no matter who wins, we are choosing to win in our household. And that is the order of the century, like for everyone. Like, if we really see it that way, then that fear won't come in, because it's like, you know what, it doesn't matter. We are going to continuously grow, and we are choosing to win in our nucleus, in our household, and we will serve our community, and that's all we have control over.
Yeah, but
because when we see the big picture, that's when the anxiety starts coming in. I'm going to go into
a little devil's advocate here.
And I still need to
read romance. Okay, I'll go into the devil's advocate
after. Let's stay
in
romance.
Romance.
Yes. Romance. So, the angels are addressing and assisting you with your romantic needs. Ask for and accept the angels' help with your love life. This card signifies that your angels have heard your appeals for romance. They acknowledge your heart's yearnings for love. They have received and answered your requests. Now you will work in concert with the angels to manifest the romance you are seeking. The angels will guide you in specific ways to ensure that they grant your wish. For instance, you may get a strong urge to drive to a certain place, and you might meet a wonderful partner when you arrive at that destination. The angel's guidance may ask you to engage in self-improvement activities, such as exercise classes, nutritional practices, or self-help seminars. Follow this guidance.
Wow, that's awesome.
Follow this guidance, and you will discover the romance you are seeking. I got to say that this 2020 for me has given me the biggest romance with myself that I've ever felt in my life. Like, I've never had such so much fun just to be with me. I've always needed to be in a group or part of, and I love that. That's what I prefer. But I've definitely learned.
The director in me wants to ask you to take your glasses off, because there's so much glare in your eyes that we can't see your beautiful eyes.
Oh, so it's just been a really wonderful discovery of finding that romance within just me, myself, and I. And
I think it's a beautiful thing, because
and
I can see it.
You have taught me that.
And I can see it. I can say that.
It's been really hard. But it's a gift.
But it says nothing hard comes easy. Is that the say?
Nothing. No. Nothing good comes easy.
Easy. There we go. Pammy says the two of you are you amaze us. We love you, Pammy. Thank you so much.
We adore you.
You know what I was talking about?
Huge influence for us, and what an amazing example
for us,
of romance and love.
For us, it's become about really becoming knowledge brokers, not only on our spirituality and mindset, but also on finances. Mm-hmm. Tonight, Jennifer has acting on Wednesdays, so I'm taking it on that I'm going to listen to a book that I've been sort of wanting to listen to, and I'm going to start doing it tonight.
Biden just won Wisconsin. Woo!
Think and Grow Rich. I haven't. I've had it as my things to do, and tonight, while she's in her acting class, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to listen to the audiobook.
Yes.
Because it's part of everything that we're studying from the
mindset, our
everything,
we want
everything.
Our minds, our hearts, and
I've been meaning to do that.
Our deeds to be in alignment.
Yeah, and
right?
I've been meaning to do it. So it's been on my list of things to do, and I haven't done it. And I said, tonight, Wednesday, I can start doing it and start listening to it.
Yes. So we have Jaeger. Is that Mr. David in the house? We've got, is this Cassandra? Hello. Hi, guys. How are you, beautiful? Glenn says, may I have a card? Absolutely.
Yes, so what I was going to talk about, when I was talking about the voting and all the stuff that was coming up in the conversations, the limiting conversations that I was having were the little kid, right? Because I was thinking about when my dad passed away, when I went to bed yesterday, because I remember thinking when my dad passed away that there was no God. How could there be a God in the world and allow for my father to be taken away from me at 20 years old? There was just suffering, and I didn't understand it. I couldn't comprehend it, right? So that was triggered last night when I started seeing the red states, and I started going back to that, like, how is it possible that the world doesn't want love, doesn't want empathy, doesn't want collaboration, doesn't want humanity? All of that stuff was coming into, I just couldn't understand it. So that was the anxiety that was coming in. And then I took a deep breath and I said to myself, this has nothing to do with God. This has nothing to do with anything but what is. Exactly. What is. So what's the beauty on what's happening is that there is democracy, that people are voting, that people care, that people are involved.
Yes.
So I had to shift my paradigm yesterday in the midst of all of it.
How you were looking at things, right?
I was looking at it through my limiting belief of my perception, right? It's just a perception. And why I'm sharing that with you is because in that perception, there is suffering. Mm-hmm. And I hope that whatever the outcome is, that we don't suffer through it. Because I saw some post this morning. I actually had to get off my Facebook. I really did, because I saw so much suffering this morning on Facebook from different people. And I'm like, right. Oh my God, if you could just join the 11:11 conversations, right? Because they're suffering. There's a lot of people that really go into suffering. And I'm not suffering around it.
Fear. No.
There's
There's moments of like, ugh, right? But no, we get to say we are our own voice. We are our own presidents of our house. Like, in our household, we get to choose what that environment is going to be and what we teach our children. So how do we teach our children to have empathy and love and collaboration and teamwork and really give back and be a citizen of the world and community oriented? It's on us. In every single household, it starts there. So we can't allow the outside forces to dictate how we are going to be in our home, in our White House. This is our White House. You all have your own White House. So as long as that is in place, that's what we need to really concentrate on, because otherwise then we just succumb to the suffering. And there's always the darkness, guys, and there's always the light, and we get to choose what we're focusing on. So we've got the goggles of darkness and the glasses of light, right?
And realize also
to really be present to that.
Right. I'm sorry that I interrupted you, but also realize that it's health.
Yeah.
Your health matters, right? So if you keep pouring darkness into it and you keep allowing yourself to be taken through what's happening, you're also hurting you.
Right.
So heal you.
Mm-hmm.
Heal you, because unfortunately, the only thing that we can do right now is vote.
Mm-hmm.
So you did your part.
Exactly. As long as you did your part and you're sending out that love and you're taking care of you and you're putting your mask on first and you're taking care of your family and your circle, your circle, it's about that, because
being
can you
a
imagine
contribution, right?
everyone doing that, then it just spreads.
Yeah. I was so proud of our son this weekend. He went and he was helping at the polls. And
yes.
So I go, see, there you go, right? He's being of contribution.
He's being proactive.
He's getting informed, which is very good.
Mm-hmm.
I value our kid at 19 years old caring about what's happening in the world.
He's so cute. He's like, Mom, he sends at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, he sends a picture of him carrying a flag, because they broke down all the banners and stuff like that. And he took a picture with all the moms. He's like, me with all my new mom friends.
And I love it. I love that he's out there contributing to the world and loving and caring. And he's got a lot of empathy.
Right. But he was very frustrated and angry. And I said to him, because he was fighting with us about different things, about, this proposition and that proposition, and with his uncle who, has different views and stuff like that. And I'm like, baby, there is no point to fight with your loved ones over politics. That is like, there's no point.
Or religion.
Okay. We need to respect that, one. And two, if you are so passionate about this, what are you going to do about it? I don't want to see you ranting and raving and spending your day on Twitter freaking out. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, get an internship.
And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, he's like, okay, Mom, I'm working the polls. And I didn't know I was going to get paid. I'm actually going to get paid. I was like, okay, cool. And it's completely transformed the conversation. Right. So it's about that. It's about
also he could go
getting proactive and really getting in action. If you are so, moved by what's happening, then every single citizen has the right to go and get involved and really
do something
so that you feel empowered.
Don't just talk.
And so you feel
go
empowered.
Do something.
And not scared and frustrated. Yeah.
Yes. Pammy is saying, without hearing any of this or knowing this, I moved in this direction and manifested the life of my dreams. Yay, Joe Biden. I am sick about the Senate. I wish we were
your children.
Oh, we were your mommy and walk me to school. I stopped pouring sadness. Way to go, Adrian. Yes, we always say acknowledge your feelings. You got to acknowledge it, because you can't bottle things up, because they will,
they'll fester and then forget
they'll stack, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to let them out, talk your feelings out, absolutely get them out, and then decide what you're going to do with them.
Exactly.
And what we are suggesting is that you go into the light, go into self-awareness, go into healing, right? And I know, guys, trust me, I've been there. It's easier said than done, right? I know. Trust me, I get it. I understand it. But I'll be damned if I let my day and my sadness be taken away.
You mean your happiness and your joy taken away?
Right.
By the fears that are,
I got too much to worry about in our lives,
no.
And that's not one.
Absolutely
one
not.
Thing,
Okay, so moving on. I know we went on this rant.
Well, it's got to be talked about. It's got to, because it's in everybody's head. It's in everybody's head. So
right.
we got
okay, so we're gonna give Glenn a card.
¿Qué pasó con Glenn aquí? Ahí están los angel cards.
The angel cards said, "I'm sorry to hear that I lost my father when I was 2. He was 24 when he died." Oof.
I was 20 when my father passed away.
Yeah.
So and it was really a transitional time in my life also, really, when it came to religion,
Yeah, I'm
I was
so
at an
sorry,
empath.
Glenn. Yeah,
I was an empath at my 20s.
The blessing is that we at least got, I mean,
Yeah, we got our father. Absolutely.
and so I'm so sorry for your loss. I mean, he was just 2 years old.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
let's pick one for Glenn.
Glenn, I'm gonna go from down here, and here we go, Glenn. Aquí vamos. Support. Oh, I love this.
Wow. All these cards today are really
Oh,
beautiful.
really? I mean, this is what we need right now.
This is exactly what
right?
we're
This is
talking
what
about,
we're
right?
doing. This is what we're talking about. We're here to support you. We're here to give you things that we have picked up across the last 10 years. We've been, really, really taking it more on these last 8 months.
Yeah.
And so we just want to be knowledge brokers, and we want to be here to support and help and be an outlet of discussion, right? Without judgment. Again, this ain't about
feel what you feel.
Feel what you feel, right? Even if you're Trump or, this is about how you're feeling.
It doesn't matter who you're supporting. We are human beings, and we love you the same way.
Yes. I don't care if you
the Republicans.
I'm not going to love you less.
The Democrats. We love you the same way. You are a human being.
Yeah.
Period. No importa el partido que uno apoye. Somos humanos y nos queremos igual el uno al otro.
Yes.
Y hay que respetarnos y amarnos y aceptarnos y aceptar que todo el mundo tiene su derecho de votar por quien quiera. Y eso no quita el cariño y el amor que uno tenga por el uno y el otro. So that is so clear, in our hearts, that no matter who you're voting for, we love you just the same. If you are in our life and you have been in our life, you have that space around us to be true to who you are and what your beliefs are.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Pammy is saying this is so valuable today, especially. We needed you. Thank you so much. That's why I don't want to ignore it, because it's in the air. And again, if we're telling you not to ignore, we're asking you not to ignore your feelings and to stack it. It would be ridiculous for us to not acknowledge that everybody
is on edge. Right. It's fine. It's fine. But if right now we will do our meditation and we will pour love into the universe, and whatever happens, know and choose and say, my family, myself, my heart, my soul are intact no matter what happens in the White House. Do you guys really get that? That is a powerful statement. You get to choose who you're going to be in the face of anything in life and how you're going to feel. And it's truly, truly a practice and a choice. Alrighty, so support. God, the angels, and the ascended masters who love, protect, and guide you are watching over you right now. You are not alone, and you are safe. Right? Every single one of us, we are not alone, and we are safe. This card reassures you that you are part of an awesome and powerful team of benevolent beings. They surround, guide, and love you constantly. If you are in danger, they will intervene with warnings or life-saving measures. If you are afraid, they will comfort you with the energy of divine love. If you are confused, they will whisper guidance in your ear. By drawing this card, your angels and guides ask you to talk to them more frequently, Glenn. Have mental conversations with them about everything, and you will soon see evidence of their existence. Soon the angels will enlist you to help other people. If you ever feel doubtful about your ability to help others, ask the angels to help you release those fears.
I love it.
That is awesome. Awesome sauce.
Maldito Films just joined us.
All righty, here we go.
way more functional to deal with the emotion at the moment of the moment than to fester. Absolutely.
When I was on Facebook this morning, I was joking with everyone and having some fun. Yes. And, we need to be that light, right? And that's who we're choosing to be so that we can pattern interrupt those that are in that state of mind of doom and gloom, right? So it's all about pattern interrupting your own mind to see the beauty and see the good in every situation in your life and in the world. And yes, not discounting that this has been a very challenging year and just so much suffering. However, there has been on the other side a lot of good and a lot of opportunity, and to see the whole world joining and loving each other, because there's a huge part of the world really connecting and loving and supporting one another through these times.
Absolutely.
And that's what these times bring out in humanity, that willingness to help each other, right?
And Patricia Alvarado Gilbert says, I believe in angels.
Yes, mamita. Yes, I'm so glad to hear that. I went to high school with Patricia.
Awesome.
Yes. So, all right, determination by Daisaku Ikeda. You must never slacken in your efforts to build new lives for yourself. This is, oh my God, so perfect. You must never slacken in your efforts to build new lives for yourselves. Creativeness means pushing open the heavy door to life. This is not an easy struggle. Indeed, it may be the hardest task in the world, for opening the door to your own life is more difficult than opening the doors to the mysteries of the universe. So we get to choose how our life is going to be, no matter who the hell is president. And really believe that you have the resourcefulness to get ahead in your life and to find that peace and love and harmony and give to your community, regardless of the person or the Democrat or what is it?
The party?
Yeah, the party that's in the White House. I get flustered.
Yeah, you just hit me with the
I get flustered. So it's that. All right, let's go. We got this. All righty. Think it, do it. All right.
Think it,
do it. You have the power. And these are 52 life lessons. We are on lesson number 3. Is anger management. How perfect. Wow. I'm like, I got all flustered. Anger management. Today is anger management. Like, everyone needs to understand, no matter who wins, people stay calm.
Jennifer's mom says, take it easy, Weezy. Take it easy.
Yes, good, Glenn. That's beautiful. I'm glad that you liked your card. Absolutely, right? So anger management, you guys, whoever needs that
be right back.
Moment of peace, right? Because you're feeling this like fear and then anger and then all these emotions coming up. Anger management. Repeat, write it down. I choose to stay in a happy place, focused on my joy in this life. I choose to stay in a happy place, focused on my joy in this life. I release all people and things that are outside of my peacefulness. I release all people and things that are outside of my peacefulness. You have the right to stay connected. You have the right to stay centered, focused, and relaxed. When you let someone push you off your center, you lose. When you let someone push you off your center, you lose. They want someone to push back, so they keep trying to push your annoyance and anger buttons. No one can push your button if there is no button. That's so cool.
That's really
No
cool.
one can push your button if there is no button. Look at all the issues that set you off and deal with them so that you can stay in your happy, fulfilled space. Deactivate the buttons. Deactivate the buttons.
I love that.
Create a goal to replace angry thoughts with loving thoughts. Eventually, you will be able to send love to people you will be able to send love to people you previously responded to with poisoned darts. It is a powerful feeling when you allow yourself to remain calm, cool, and collected. Don't allow anger to have power over you. You have the power to manage anger. You have the power to manage anger.
And again, guys,
And with that,
what I just want to say this last point is that we're not saying that this is easy. We're saying repetition
is the mother of all skill,
repeat it till your body takes it on.
is the mother of improvement.
Your nervous system has to go through it. It's like working out. When you first start going to the gym,
it's a practice.
You start practicing and you start learning the moves and you start learning, oh, that's how you do this in the bench, and oh, you can't be this way. So we're just asking you to take it on and start doing it. And little by little, implementing little changes, the outcome is going to be pretty amazing, you know? But your body and your mind is going to go, oh, yeah, this is a bunch of crap. Because that's what the mind is going to do. Yeah.
This doesn't work.
Easier said that, this doesn't work. Easier said than that. Those are the limiting
beliefs. But guess
beliefs.
what? If you listen to that voice, then you're right. If you believe that it doesn't work, then you're right. It's not going to work for you. But if you believe that it's going to work for you and you have blind faith that these practices and this repetition is going to work for you, then I promise you it's going to work for you. So
Amen.
With that, vamos a...
Can I do the bell?
Yes, you can. Of course you could do the bell. Oh, take a deep breath. Vamos a meditar. Vamos a dejar ir cualquier miedo, cualquier ira, todas esas cosas que no nos sirven. Déjenlo ir. Everything that doesn't serve you, all that anger, the fear, the frustration, the fear of not knowing. Let it all go. Let it all go. Put your hand in your heart and know that you are not alone. Know that you are loved, supported, and you are safe no matter what happens. No matter who wins. The point is that we are all citizens of the world, and we are all responsible for our own lives. Take a deep breath. Yes. Activate your heart with love, because it is all love. Your heart is love. It's a beautiful organ that gives you life. It's the first thing when we were conceived. It's the very first organ that starts to work, the heartbeat. The minute that the doctor heard our heartbeat, they told our parents, it's all good, you're having a baby. It's a vital pregnancy. And it's all in the heartbeat. That is the very first thing that manifests. So our heart is the oldest organ in our body. It's the wisest organ in our body, and it is the center of our life. So take care of your heart. Let's love it. Let's acknowledge it for the work that it's done in our lives. It's kept us alive. It beats for us 24/7. Just gives us all the love to be alive and to have a beautiful life. Activar el corazón, activen el amor en el corazón, activen ese amor divino en nuestro corazón. Now, just feel it. Just feel the gratitude for all of the blessings in your life, the love and the gratitude for everything that you are, everything you've accomplished in your life, for all the people in your life, all your loved ones, all the friends that you are going to meet. Just send love into the universe right now. Expand your heart, expand that gratitude. We are so grateful to live in a free country where we get to vote. We are so grateful, we are so blessed that we can express our feelings and express ourselves and connect virtually and have freedom of speech and support one another and love each other. We are so grateful for all of these privileges. Now that we have activated our love, our infinite love, our divinity, we can forgive. Forgive those that don't see the big picture of oneness, of community. Send them love, send them compassion, and forgive them because they don't know. They're just blind. They don't know. They don't have that capability of seeing the oneness, the love, the universal love, and sending it to them and forgiving them and having compassion for their lack can create miracles. We have that power. Just forgive. Forgive ourselves for staying in a negative loop. Forgive ourselves for feeling or thinking things that don't serve us. It's okay. You can release it at any moment, and you get to choose. Take a deep breath. Ahora que tenemos el corazón lleno de amor, a perdonar. Vamos a perdonar y dejar ir todo lo que no nos sirve, todo lo que nos hace daño. En cada momento tenemos el poder de sentir el amor y la gratitud y la compasión para nosotros y el resto del mundo. Que haya paz en el mundo. Let's visualize a peaceful world, a peaceful universe, and let us start with our household. May we have peace in our household, in our hearts, in our minds, and then it spreads. Imagine every single household in this country, in the world, having love and peace, creating love and peace, because we are the creators of our life. We get to say, spread the love, the joy, and the peace. Now that we go into the holiday season, no matter what happens, Christmas is awaiting us. A new year is awaiting us. Thanksgiving is awaiting us. Let's concentrate and focus on all of that. All of the love and joy that we can give and spread. And now we get to celebrate all of that we are visualizing, the goals and our dreams and what we are working towards, our purpose in life. We get to celebrate it. Feel the joy before it even manifests in the physical form. You got to see it first. You got to feel it in your heart before you can actually hold it in your hand, before you can actually see it in the physical world. See it in your mind and in your heart and celebrate it. Hay que celebrar primero en la mente, en el corazón, antes de que se pueda manifestar cualquier deseo, cualquier meta. Vamos a sentirlo y celebrarlo ya. Lo decretamos que está hecho ese sueño realidad y estamos celebrando. Paz en el mundo, y paz en nuestros corazones, porque eso es lo que podemos controlar, es cómo nos sentimos y cómo vamos a crear nuestra vida. And let's celebrate our life and what we're creating right now. Yes, celebrate, celebrate,
Dance to the music, celebrate, celebrate,
dance
to the music,
celebrate, celebrate,
dance to the music. I feel like
a
I'm,
celebrar, a celebrar.
all of a sudden I realize I'm
Woo!
I'm skiing.
Oh my God, I feel like
Mwah.
hug whoever you're with. If you're alone, you're not alone, you are with yourself. Hug yourself right now. Hug yourself right now. Desen un abrazo. Si tienen a alguien con ustedes, abrácenlo. Tell them I love you. I'm so grateful for you. Todo está bien. Todo va a estar bien. And if you're alone, si están solo, pues se dan
You
su
are not
abrazo. Usted mismo.
alone.
Se besan.
I am there
Y
with
a
you.
celebrar. Woo! Okay? Oh, wow. I get so relaxed and I really feel the expansion. And I visualize just all of us holding hands in this beautiful, like just spiritual world, because it's all energy. So this is the best spiritual party ever. And we're so grateful for you and so grateful that you join us every day. And together we are stronger. And I truly, truly believe that. And what we say and what we believe is going to be our experience in life. And we get to choose that. We truly do. How do you feel?
Great. No, I think what you just said is so true. We get to choose. We get to choose our day. We get to choose where we are. That's also the constant battle, right?
The constant reminder. Remember to remember.
Remember to remember, right?
Yep.
And so, yeah, absolutely. And
yeah.
It's,
yep. So, all righty. So let's read our 177 mental toughness secrets of the world class, baby. 177. I'm going to go to the very last one. Vamos a ver
qué es lo que dice la última.
All right.
School is never out for the great ones.
Oh.
I think we read that one a while ago.
I know, huh? Look, school is never out for the great ones. What does that mean? Right? The A student work for the B students. The B students work for the C students. And the D students dedicate the buildings. The most successful among us are not always the class valedictorians, but they are the best self-educated people on the planet. That's an unknown author. 20 years ago, why some people were so much more successful and fulfilled than others was a mystery to me. Were they smarter, more educated, more talented? The answer is nope. Oh, I've come across a genius or two over the years, but 99% of the time, the answer is much simpler. The great ones become great because they are more mentally tough. So, through time and effort, they have learned to take control of their thoughts, feelings, and attitudes in the game of life, and in turn, life has rewarded them handsomely. You can do the same if you'll commit yourself to never-ending personal growth and self-development.
Amen.
I've said this many times throughout this book, but it's worthy of repeating. Champions invest time in getting better. School is never out for the great ones. That's exactly what that means.
Mm-hmm.
School is never out for the great ones. Have you ever been to the bookstore and wondered who reads all those business and self-improvement books? It's not the poverty class or the working class or the middle class. It's the world class. It's the world class. The people who need it most wouldn't even consider it. And the people who need it least wouldn't even consider missing it. A never-ending cycle of self-education is the centerpiece of world-class consciousness. All it takes to get started is a decision to do it. Throughout this book, I've referenced the old cliche, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. When I first began studying mental toughness, I didn't understand why. I do now. After reading this book, I hope that you do too. Ask yourself these critical thinking questions. Am I really committed to going pro? Am I really willing to do whatever it takes to fulfill my vision? Am I willing to put a plan together to implement the suggestions in this book? Right? The poorer get poorer and the richer get richer. Why? Because of the mental toughness. And
it's not necessarily, it's not talking about money necessarily. It's all encompasses in everything.
It's the richness in thought, right?
It says mental toughness.
The mental toughness
of the,
and really having that self-education, having that willingness to want to learn and get out of whatever rut you might find yourself in, right? So with that, I think it's state of mind you want to live, regardless of what's happening.
And
in the
remember,
world.
your thoughts connect to your heart. It's not
Exactly.
your heart connecting to your thoughts.
Right.
It's the nervous system. So whatever you're giving it here is going here. But if you start going from here, it will take you up here.
Exactly. So we want to have our heart, our thoughts, and our thoughts, our words. Our thoughts, our words, and our actions in alignment, which is our mind, our heart, and our hands.
And it's a practice, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
We'll always say it. It will continue to be a practice.
Practicar.
Remember to remember.
Yes. Los queremos mucho. Nos vemos mañana.
Tomorrow, Theatrical Thursday.
Que sigan creciendo y pues hay que seguir estudiando. All righty.
All right. Love you guys.